Hey, it's Patti Scharf, CPA and co-founder of Catching Clouds, the leader in e-commerce accounting. Today I want to talk about Shopify versus Amazon FBA. Which one is better? All right, so I'm going to take a look at 6 different factors and compare and contrast Shopify versus Amazon FBA. Let's start with the customer list. So here's the deal. A lot of people who are selling on Amazon complain because when they're selling their products to the general public, they don't get to see who their customers are. Like if you're selling products and you're doing your own fulfillment, yes, but Amazon's not going to give you just a list of their customers so that if somebody buys something from you, you can't resend them a message trying to entice them to come back and buy at your store. When people are buying online on Amazon, they're just kind of buying whoever has the product that's in the buy box at the time or whatever. So it makes it hard to really target your customers. But on Shopify, you have your own customer list. You can totally manage that. You can come up with your own systems of getting some repeat customers, getting some repeat businesses. The next thing I want to talk about is customization. So Amazon, can't really customize Amazon too much. I mean, you can change your pictures, you can change the description in your little box that they give you, but really when you go on Amazon, they all kind of look the same. But Shopify, you can just customize that to your heart's content. Your personality can really shine, whatever your business is, whatever your brand is, you can just do whatever you want to with your website. So if you are interested in having your own personal style for your business, Shopify is really the way to go. The next thing is payment processors. Or payments in general. So Amazon, they only use Amazon. You get paid by Amazon and you only get paid once every 14 days. So every 2 weeks you get a deposit. Otherwise you're making sales all throughout those 2 weeks and they just kind of rack up your balance and then pay it out all at once. If you've got payment processors like Shopify Payments or Stripe, Shopify Payments is powered by Stripe, but or PayPal or Authorize.net or Fat Merchant or any of those, they've got their own timing as far as payouts go. Usually it's like 2 to 4 days and the sale happens, a couple days later you get paid. So the payouts are substantially faster, and if you're concerned about cash flow and you need those payouts on a more frequent basis, again, Shopify is the way to go. The next issue is visibility. Now, this is a huge one because if you build a Shopify site in the forest and nobody is around to see it, does it really exist? This is the problem with Shopify. Like, you have to either have a big list right out of the gate of potential customers, or you need to be an aficionado of the marketing sphere to be able to, I don't even know if that all makes sense, but you have to be really good at marketing to get the word out so that people can find your site. Because if they can't find your site, you can't make any sales. Whereas Amazon, you can throw up a product on there and people might be just happening to look for your product and they can find it, whether you have advertised at all or not. So it's really hard to say that Shopify is better when Amazon has such a huge audience. I think 75% of people go straight to Amazon when they're looking to buy a product. They don't even waste their time with Google search. They use Amazon as a search. So when it comes to being found, which is the most important thing when you're trying to make sales, Amazon, they've got an edge. The next factor is cost. Both of them actually have similar hosting amounts, fees, like $39, I think, roughly for each of them, unless you're on Shopify Plus, which you're not going to be unless you're a pretty advanced seller and you're really high volume and you need more of the features that Shopify Plus offers. But Amazon also has all the other service fees. So if you are using Amazon FBA, fulfilled by Amazon, and they're doing all your picking and packing and shipping, and all of that is included in the fees, it's going to be 25% of your revenue, give or take. So the fees for Amazon, depending on how big your sales are, can be huge, but you're also getting all that functionality, and you're getting 2-day shipping and all of that. So you're still going to have to spend money on those other things for Shopify. It's just you have more control over the money that you're spending when you have your Shopify site. So the cost, I think, far and away is going to be higher with an Amazon FBA site, but it's also kind of a set and forget. You can just not entirely, You're an Amazon seller, but you just don't have to have quite as much expertise. You don't have to be quite as hands-on as you do with a Shopify business. Here is the other thing around costs that I want to make sure you guys know. If you don't have margins that are at least like 30%, so your revenue minus your cost of goods sold divided by your revenue times 100, that'll give your gross profit percentage. If you don't have a percentage that's at least 30%, you probably should not be selling that product on Amazon. You need to look for higher profit margins for the products that you're going to sell on Amazon, because otherwise you could be losing money with every single sale that you make, and that is not a good way to stay in business. And then the last thing I want to talk about are risks, just inherent risks of selling on either of these platforms. The thing with Shopify is it's your site. Your chance of you shutting yourself down, extremely low. But you selling on Amazon, Amazon can shut you down for no reason whatsoever and just say, sorry, you violated our terms. They won't tell you what you violated. They'll just tell you that you did. And then you have one chance to beg for forgiveness and ask them to reinstate your site. And if it doesn't work, boom, you are out of business. Congratulations. That is a huge risk of selling on Amazon, and one that people are scared about every night when they go to bed. The other risk associated with Amazon is now with all the sales tax stuff, and sales tax is a series of other videos, not just another video. Go check out this playlist on the sales tax issues to get kind of more context around that. But with all the sales tax stuff that's going on, Amazon, more and more, they are doing something called, they're a marketplace facilitator. So they are collecting sales tax on behalf of you, the sellers, and they are remitting that straight to the states. And they are also giving the states all the names, address, social security numbers of all of their sellers and all of their customers, so that the states can go after them and go audit you if you aren't collecting sales tax and all that. So obviously you may not want to share that information with the government, and you kind of don't have any control over that. And more states are popping up that are falling into the marketplace facilitator tax, and Amazon's just kind of getting in bed with them more and more. So I think that that's a big risk if you are not currently following the law as it's written in all these various states. So when it's all said and done, which one would I sell on? Shopify or Amazon? Plot twist, I would actually try and sell on both, because I think that especially while you're building your brand, you want to have some revenue coming in where people are actually finding your product. So as you're building your reputation, you can still have sales on Amazon where you're still getting some exposure, and you can grow both of them at the same time. I think at some point you're going to want to have an established Shopify site or something like it. It doesn't have to be Shopify. It could be BigCommerce or Magento or whatever else. I just think Shopify is great, quick and easy out of the box. I think you're going to want to have your own presence. It's separate and apart from Amazon, so that you don't have to rely on Amazon's good graces or on Amazon not raising their fees or whatever to keep yourself in business. So I would recommend going with both at the same time. So I hope you like this video. I'm curious to see what your opinions are. If you prefer Amazon or you prefer Shopify, leave some comments down below. I'd like to hear about it. And I think that's it. I hope you like this video. If you did, please like, comment, and share. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll catch you later.